just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return is Reed. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Love now. He has it complete to Christian Watson. Going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Throwing. Love. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And this will... That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Love. Blitz coming and down he goes. Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Multiple players getting run there for an 8-yard loss. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
On the return is Powell. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard, 8-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Cousins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On play action, Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. To throw, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. Touchdown! Romeo Doubs, 82 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Pass midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Got some space here. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
They go play action. Cousins rolling to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Johnny Munt from 6 yards away. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Joseph on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Love. A complete once again to Watson. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Ready. First down, going to the air with Love. And that'll be incomplete.
this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that's well executed there on third down. Now, I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. The QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And that's a nice job of working his way open. So look that one in, and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the first and goal.
Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Cousins now to throw on first down. Buying time to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On 1st and 10, Love finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Love now to pass on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Love will find DeGuara complete. Whistles come in and a timeout. We'll see it. one more quick hitter, or will they go ahead and kick the field goal here? And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
From the 6. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Here's Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Good contain. No gain on the screen. And bring it up.
Boxing and throwing the towel. In this case, you just kind of wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he can just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start, and it forces a 4th down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Powell on the return. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Vikings will take over here for... They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Cousins rolling to his left. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down the middle for a gain this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. A first down throw for Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. They run it with Chandler. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. To Jefferson on the slant. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
26-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will tie things at 17. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give him a tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made him kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The end result, 21 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing. Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. There's a nice move. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Chandler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he probably should have been down earlier, but they do finally get to him 3 yards short of the line to gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Really nice job there, showing the mobility, getting outside and creating something. I mean, that's good on any down. When you're going for it on 4th, that's a big play.
And it wasn't designed at all. Not a designed play for him to bootleg out or get outside the pocket. That's just feeling pressure, knowing where to exit. And as you mentioned, finding the first down on a 4th down play.
Once more, it's the fullback Ham. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. Second time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again. And how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense is sputtered yet. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close One-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Now left side on the swing pass, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. On third down, Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Love looking to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Andrew Booth picks it off, and the Vikings will take over possession here at 44. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Here's Chandler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and get it all the way to the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this back?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know we're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early. And sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Chandler. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Chandler. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed in intermission. They come out, they have a big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. And one of the best adjustments usually is just executing better. Because a game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.